let's get laptop sorted. Oh, that smells nice actually, Andy. What variety is that?
Special chicken.
Oh. Because I can smell it. Okay, good evening, everybody. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me 2 ticks, just sorting out my laptop. Okay. Okay, so there's a few people in here already. Hello to Patsy, Buckeye, Stitcher, Esther, Sharon, Viv, Anna Karen, Sandy, Sandy, Cheryl, and Norma so far. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all okay. Hey, Alison. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, it's been a day. It has been a day today. Oh, holy moly. Hey, Charlotte. Yeah, I'll just let a few more people in, and then I'll share with you the events. I know that you'll have seen it on Facebook, but the story is so much more interesting. So, yeah, I shall share that with you very shortly. I wasn't going to stitch this book. I stitch it says maybe I will. Maybe in a busy day and I'm not feeling the best. Fingers crossed, book I stitcher. What I tell you today may encourage you to pick up your needle because today has been an awesome day. Hi, Stacey. Hey, Carla. Lizzie not feeling the best either. Oh dear. Hey, Kathleen, working on irises. Hi, Cindy. Okay. Sew and Tell thread is open. So if you haven't put something on there, this is your cue to go and put something on it. Okay. So Sew and Tell thread is in the group. Thank you, Sandy and Carla and Buckeye Stitcher. Thank you very, very much. Yes, it's been an amazing couple of days. Hey, Christine. Thank you, Esther and Anna Karen. Yeah. I wouldn't say it was a given, but yeah, I think we're all our own worst critics. The guy who helped me hang it, was very impressed with it, and he wasn't one of the judges. So, hey, Katinka, thanks, Viv. Thank you, Christine. So, yeah, She Sleeps was out of my hands for a couple of days, but she's now safely back where she belongs. I'm not going to lie, it was a bit nerve-wracking. I mean, me and Andy have just worked out, if I stitch She Sleeps at an average of 200 stitches an hour, we just worked it out, 740 hours of stitching, which in days terms is, what do we say, 31 days?
Yeah, but that is stitching it solidly for 31 days, not eating and sleeping or anything.
Yeah, so it's the hours in 31 days. So if I was to spend 8 hours a day on it every day,
that'd be 3 months.
It would be 3 months.
But it took you longer.
Yeah.
Around that, you had other things.
I had other stuff going on, didn't I? Yeah.
Like other projects.
Absolutely. Hey, Norma. Hi, Gail. Yes, I had loads and loads going on. So, yeah, I've had, some of the most amazing moments in my stitcher journey, you know, for such a long time. Anyway, let me kick off by telling you what I'm working on. So I'm working on my Magpie, my Lorna Lane. Let me just grab out the mock-up. So, yeah, and I'm working on these wingtips here on the right-hand side. Okay, I've spent about 6 weeks in Europe with hubby and family. Cool, got some photos to convert to cross stitch. You do know that we do them, Norma. Email me, stitchpics2016@gmail.com. So if you email them over, we'll give you a quote. Nothing charged until you're totally happy. Thank you, Lizzie. Yes, the award is quite big. It's a Rose Bowl, so it is quite a large thing, and I haven't decided yet where to put it, but obviously it's in my care for the next 12 months. I also have a certificate, I have a rosette, and prize money, 5 of your English pounds. So it's not, you know, you're never going to make fortunes out of this hobby, but it's nice to have. So yeah, so what are you guys working on? What's out on your frames and stands, etc. tonight? Are you cross stitching or are you doing some other craft? Let me know. And yeah, we'll have a chat in a minute about the show. So yeah, we haven't decided yet on a place, have we, for it?
You've got to pick that, not me.
Well, I'm wondering if just to put it on the half. Right, have we got the bell out, my dear?
Yeah.
Because we do need it. Lizzie has a new start. Hey, Kelly. Yes, I have. I'm going to get into the story in a few minutes about putting She Sleeps into the local agricultural show. Hey, Celia. Perhaps you're still working on Toy Shop. Amy Stewart. Cool. Anna Karen is still coding the website. It feels like I haven't had time to stitch for weeks. It will come to an end, no, I'm sure. So, you know, stitching will be coming back soon, I'm sure, Anna Karen. No doubt She Sleeps would win. Oh, thank you, Gail. Tap Dancers by Long Dog Samplers for Jane. Viv's working on the Pale Elf, having a cracking good day. That's what we like to hear. Steampunk Owl still for Cindy. Moongazing Hair by Haid for Sharon. Hey, Enid. Carla is busy filling a master set. Cool. Winter Queen skirt for Kelly due to 2 Whip Go calls. Both 14 and 18 were Winter Queen. Cool. Getting some progress in on that one. Celia's working on her new start. Fantastic. Another new start bell, please, Andy. Fox and Rabbit for Charlotte. Peacock Etsy pattern still at 33.4%. Hey, Sandy, that's the third in. Dishwasher's broken for Christine, so she's busy doing the dishes. Catherine is also coming in from Facebook. She has got intermittent connection due to stormy weather. Just opening Catherine's message. So she's showing a quick update. As I said, stormy weather, so she could end up struggling. She's 91,526 out of 160,000 in on her Highland coup. In the middle of a thunderstorm, might lose connection, but a wee update to everybody, and she says hi to all. Hey, Ashley. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so let me tell you a little story. So this time last week, did everyone get the alarm alert? Yes, I did. And it was just about to start the presentation ceremony when we got ours. This time last week, I'm sat here and I'm like, oh, Rotherham show next week. I haven't put She Sleeps in. So I was like, oh, I better do that because otherwise I'm not going to get to show She Sleeps. So, oh, sorry, just had another message come in. Oh, just 2 ticks. Sorry, guys. I worked. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so last Sunday I'm thinking I haven't put She Sleeps in. I'm going to be too late to put She Sleeps in, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I went onto the Rotherham Council website and I did my entry. It cost me the grand sum of 50 pence. 50 pence. And I waited and I thought to myself, if I don't get an email back in a couple of days, I'll give them a call because I'm not sure how it goes, how it works and all the rest of it. So I think it was Tuesday, I was on my dinner break and I opened my emails and there's an email from Rotherham Council. Hello, your entry has been accepted and you can collect your exhibitor pass. So I had a word with Andy and I says, we need to collect this pass because obviously I need it for the show. I need it to get entry in and all the rest of it. And we went and collected it. Was it on Thursday we collected it?
Yeah.
So I went and collected it. And
no, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. So I went and collected it and I was like, great, got that. That's another jobbed. And on the pass, it said, he said that on the website that I could go and take the exhibit anytime up to 10 p.m. on the Friday or early on the Saturday morning, 7:30. I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock on a Saturday. No, I'm not doing that. I'll take it up on Friday after work. So Andy wasn't here. He was away filming. So me and the girls hopped in a taxi with it and took it down. As soon as I finished work at 5 o'clock on Friday, and by 5:15, we were in a taxi. And I took it down, and I have to say, this was held in a marquee in our park, in the main park in Rotherham, just at the back of the main museum. And I've been talking to the lady who was doing the organising when I picked up the pass, and she said, look, don't worry, there's security on and there and all the rest of it. It's going to be just fine. I said, right, okay, it's a fairly large piece. Is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. I said, if there's any issue with it being so large, please let me know because I have got a backup. So I took it down and one of the gardeners from Clifton Park helped me stage it because it obviously needed to be hung. So he had hooks and what have you. And he said, it was so nice, this guy. His name was Darren. He said, I am not going to let you leave until you're completely happy with it. It has to be that, in your eyes, perfect before you walk away. And I said, right, okay. And we did it, and we twiddled about with it, and we moved it along, and we inched it around, and we got some blue tack, and we did this, and we did that, and finally we were happy with it, and I left. So I knew that judging was taking place on Saturday morning. So the tent itself was not open to the public until, I think it was like either 11 o'clock or midday, I can't remember. I think it was midday. So following day, me and the girls got up and we went up to the show together, and we got there at about midday and the tent was still closed. I was like, oh. So we had a wander around, and then we went back, and then and if you can imagine, it was quite a long tent, and the entrance that I went in, I had to literally walk all the way down the tent because it was at the very end on the right hand side. And I said, oh, there's something stuck to it, because I could see there was a piece of paper. And then I got there and I saw that the certificate with the first on it, and I was floored, absolutely floored. I was crying and everything. I was like, oh my God. And I saw the rosette as well that said section champion, because the class that I entered it in was all handicrafts. So knitting, it was a piece of needlework or embroidery. So it could be something that was made. It could be something that was stitched. There was like bags, and there was a costume there as well that was on a mannequin and all sorts. And my piece was there, and it got the first, and I was just flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted. So of course, I've seen it. I took the photograph and I shared it with you guys, and we saw that and came home, and fantastic. Got on with my day, carried on stitching after a look round show, of course. Carried on stitching. Had a lovely day. And then at about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, the phone rang. And I answered it, and she says, "Oh, hello, it's Sally from Clifton Park." And I says, "Hello." She says, "You've won a prize." I said, "I know, I've seen it today." She went, "No, you've won another one." So I'm like, "You what?" She says, "You've won the Rotherham College of Arts and Technology prize for this particular class, this arts and crafts." I was like, "What?" She went, "Well, there's a presentation at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Can you come?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I can." So I went there today for this presentation, and Andy hadn't seen it exhibited, so I showed him where it was, and there was a note attached to it, and it was from the gardener who'd helped me hang it, saying, "All the hard work's paid off, I knew you'd do it," or something along those lines. Then I spotted him in the tent, and we went around and had another walk round and stuff, and went back for 3 o'clock. And I was expecting, so there's a chap who I was stood with who got a prize, I think, for his vegetables that he was showing. And he got like a trophy cup that was about 8 inches high on a base of about 3 by 3 inches. So not terribly big. And I thought, oh, that's all right. It's not too big. Until they call my name and I get this great big rose bowl, which was just unbelievable. So the mayoress and the deputy mayoress were presenting them. So you if you're in the group and stuff, you'll have seen the pictures. But I'll also get Andy to put some in as a little video clip to go in on my floss tube this week. And I'm walking around the show with this great big trophy. And then we kind of had to hang around so we could reclaim she sleeps. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. And, first time that I have ever put anything like that, any crafted item in any kind of show, and it's won. And I was just like, how has that happened? I have no clue. You know, so Andy says I'm no longer to say it's just following a pattern.
Those are banned words.
Yeah.
From now on. You ever tell me it's just following a pattern again?
Yeah.
And I'll floor you.
And I'm already thinking about what I'm going to put in next year. Because I can't just let that trophy go back. I might have to try and win it again. So, yeah. So, that was my weekend. And I was talking to people there, and there was somebody there who, you know, first of all, they thought it was a painting. Some of my in real life friends have seen it. Another one who thought it was a painting. I'm just, you know, I was just speechless, and it's not often I'm speechless. Andy will tell you that. Way to go, says Kelly. I got second place at Chilliwack Exhibition 2017 for my Canada 150 quilt. I still have the ribbon. Aren't they awesome things? I just love them. Absolutely love it. And Sandy, you so deserve it. Thank you, Sandy. I mean, She Sleeps is a gorgeous piece, you know, and it was a lot of work. But, you know, you just never know how it's going to be received, do you? I mean, there were lots and lots of lovely pieces there. There were lots of smaller stitches and, you know, lots of handmade, handcrafted items that were quite stunning. You know, and I'm like, oh, you know, you kind of hope, but you have to put yourself in that mindset. You know, I'm just entering. But yeah, it's fabulous. You're very wise, Andy. You put a lot of work into She Sleeps. You deserve to win. It was a lot of work, Patsy. You're right. Like I said, we worked it out about if an average of 200 stitches an hour, 740 hours of work. It's a lot. Hey, Hannah. Oh, thank you. She Sleeps really is beautiful. You deserve that first place for your hard work. Oh, thank you, Norma. She Sleeps is beautiful. Not something I've stitched, but it's quite beautiful. Yeah, thank you. That's so amazing. They made the right decision. You deserve to win. Ah, thank you. Thank you all very much. But yeah, I mean, I would just, you know, the girls were with me when I saw the ribbon, and I was like, oh my gosh, couldn't believe it. But there you go. So, but yeah, I mean, I had a really good time, and you know, I spoke to some people, and there was this, like I said, there was a chap there who I think had won some prize for his vegetables, and he said to me, "Oh," he says, "that's quite a sizable trophy there," and I says, "Yeah." And he says, "Oh, where's your piece?" And I told him where it was. He went, "I'm going off down to have a look." And then he caught me later on, and you know, and he says it was lovely. So, get Night Cafe finished. That'll be a while. And that, because of the size, would probably have to go in a quilt category. But your She Sleeps is framed very nicely also, so the impact for viewers must be hard to beat. Yes, I made sure that I shared it in the Floss Friends group with the framer, and said that she must also take some of the credit for it, because you know the guy who was helping me with the staging said that the framing was some of the nicest he'd seen, and it pulled everything together. So, woohoo! Mona says congratulations. Thank you. Gail, did he have a big cucumber? I have no idea. I didn't ask. But apparently he was somebody who has exhibited quite a lot and won quite a lot at Rotherham shows. He's done a lot of growing. So, but they always have some really, really nice displays. They've got flowers, and they have fruits and vegetables, and they have cakes. They do like a bake-off type thing as well. They do children's crafts, things like children can display fruits and vegetables that they've grown, or the best wonky vegetable, And what was the other one that we saw? The decorated wooden spoons. There was all sorts of stuff for the children, which I think was lovely. And there were things like you could make bunting and enter some bunting. You could make a scenery, decorated cupcakes, tray bakes, buttonholes. And then, of course, you had your big things like your pots of gladioli and dahlia and what have you. And there were some amazing stuff from the allotments as well. Because I don't know about where you guys live, but up here it's quite big for allotments. A lot of people have an allotment. 44. So yeah, my son made a Lego boat when he was 7 or 8 and won a prize. Yep, it's awesome when the kids can get involved. Hubby and I won for pickles once. Yes, there were people with pickles and jams and chutneys and all the rest of it as well. What else did we see, Andy, food-wise? There was lemon curds.
Cakes, jams. Yeah,
cake. There was, like I said, tray bakes. There was bread as well. Sourdough, ordinary sort of breads.
Oh.
Yeah. Lots of stuff. Hannah, go and look at my trophy.
No, you got your bum.
Hannah says my trophy's going up my bum because I keep talking about it. I think she's rude. You.
If I give a toss.
Oh, that's fighting talk, Hannah. She's a mare, isn't she?
I'm just jealous because you haven't got a trophy.
Yeah.
I want the bloody trophy.
Ooh. And there's this little girl who won a prize in the children's section. I think she was about 5. And oh, she was the sweetest little thing. Absolutely the sweetest little thing, weren't she, love?
Mm.
Last few years we've not visited the exhibition, we've been camping. Sounds like someone's jealous. Nah, not quite. She's I think she's very proud and very happy for me. And hopefully it's inspired her a little bit, because it just goes to show that handmade things, homegrown things can be quite beautiful. But yeah, I mean, the show itself had lots of stuff going on. There were the armed forces, all areas were there, as well as the emergency services doing exhibitions. There was things like animal rescue. There were charitable organisations. Other things like Andy's Man Club had a presence there. Samaritans, the NHS. There was a circus. There was a fun fair. There was literally all sorts of things going on. And at one point there was like Indian drummers as well, which was quite nice. That was quite something to see. There were several arenas where people were doing things, which ranged from tossing cables and axe throwing to BMX biking and sequence dancing and all sorts of stuff going on. There's such a lot to see and do. It's just phenomenal. But I mean, Rotherham Show the last few years has got better and better. Of course, it had to stop during COVID, but then the last few years it kind of took a downturn, but now it's definitely back on the up. Hey Cheryl, working on Disney cross stitch. Cool. Anybody else that's joined in a bit later want to share what they're working on? About 15 minutes and we'll be doing show and tell. Now I've rabbited about half an hour. Hobie said the parade in Hope BC yesterday was great. The vet clinic float Jurassic Park was a big hit with the crowd. This weekend is the Brigade Days Festival. Oh, cool. Can't believe it. We are a week into September already. I'm currently working on B. Yep. Did he phone for Lauren? Do you know? Yeah. He did. Right. Okay. I just reminded me. Maddie's saying first week of September. Next weekend is the Agassi Fair, and the float will be in that parade too. Oh, cool. Hey, Tori. There. So yeah, we've had quite the weekend, haven't we, love?
You have.
Oh, you've shared it with me today, haven't you?
I know, but it's not been about me.
Yeah, but without your support. Always good to have that support. Working on Jelly World for the Haid Sal. Oh, cool. It can't be longer than that last release will be out for the Haid Sal. 10th is my dog's birthday, 15th my brother's, then it goes to October 11th, my sister, and 19th mine. Is everything at once. Gets like that sometimes. For us, we're the early part of the year. Hey, Lauren.
Yep.
Have you seen my trophy?
I have seen your trophy.
Thank you. Just wanted to check that you'd seen my trophy.
But are you sure you've seen it?
You carried it earlier, so I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
But yeah, but that was earlier. You
Have you seen it recently?
Seen it recently.
I have seen it recently.
Okay.
How recently?
Just before I went to bath.
But you haven't seen it since you had a bath?
Yeah, I've just seen
Okay. This trophy is going to be a hot topic of conversation in this house, I tell you.
it. You're going to make it one.
Hey, Mum's proud of it.
I am proud of it. 1st of October, final part of the cell. Ah, cool.
I'm not disputing that.
I'm glad you're not, because if you were, you'd get told where to shove it.
The trophy is undisputed.
Definitely undisputed. It's got my name on it.
Just stop it.
Ferris will be 5 on the 15th. He's a big goofball. Maddie, I'm not looking forward to my birthday. It's a Sunday and I can't do anything with my autism as it's a weekend. New bowl to have your cereal out of. Do you know what? You could probably dump a whole box of cereal in it and it wouldn't fill it up. It's massive. It is huge. My birthday's in January. I gotta wait until after Christmas when everybody's got no money. Stacey's working on Thomas Kincaid. I'll start that again. Pools of Serenity. Cool. I like a Thomas Kincaid. Haven't got one, but you know, there's
Maybe
time.
You should put that on your stitchy wish list.
Maybe I should, Lauren. I think with over 5.5 million outstanding stitches, I don't start anything too big. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Do you know, when I was a kid, we didn't used to get birthday cake because in January, nobody had any money. My mother used to have an Arctic roll in the freezer and she bought it at Christmas and had the Arctic roll, and that was my birthday present. Or my birthday cake, should I say. But to be fair, I loved Arctic rolls, so I was all right with that. To be honest, I told my sister I'd like help to bake a cake on my birthday, so I'll have a day with family rather than being alone. Oh, that sounds like a nice thing to do. Used to get joint Christmas and birthday presents from aunts and uncles. Oh, that absolutely sucks, doesn't it? And Hannah's birthday is just before Christmas, the 15th of December. And I had to make a point of saying to people, you know, please do not do a birthday and Christmas present combined. Even if it's something small you do for a birthday and something small you do for Christmas, don't do a combined one. Hannah doesn't cope well with that sort of thing. With her, you know, her autism. Sorry, I'm not as chatty as I usually am, says Lizzie. It's fine, Lizzie, you do you. Sometimes it's nice just to sit and listen. What am I doing here? There. I was trying to get the wingtips done on this one. Don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying the video, please do give me a thumbs up. All right, there, dear.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, and the wedding is happening today. So as soon as I've got confirmation that the sampler's been shared, I should also be able to show you guys that as well.
Tell them about the sausages.
Oh my gosh, yes, we're going to have to talk about sausages. Charlotte, only 57 stitches to do before it's finished. Oh, cool. That'd be good. Right, we'll leave the sausages until after sew and tell because it's not be long before sew and tell.
Yeah, to be fair, if you start talking about the sausages now,
We'll never get sew and tell done.
no, because you guys will be laughing too much. So that
Lauren's already laughing.
That is something that you can look forward to after sew and tell. It gives you a reason to stick around.
Just remind me if I forget sausages.
You won't forget. I'll remind you.
No, you won't forget.
Oh my God, I can't even believe that.
Yes, it's one of those stories that will have you in fits of laughter, I'm afraid, people.
It had me in fits of laughter. Well, first I made like an incredulous face. And I was like, say what now? And then the more it was explained, the more I laughed.
You guys don't know what you're in for yet.
And bearing in mind, I got Lauren and Andy in this room and they're only hearing one side of the conversation. They had no clue what I was talking about. They just heard me saying really, really weird stuff and couldn't join the dots until I'd finished the call. Hey, Monique. How are you this evening? What are you working on, Monique? Have you got some stitching out? I made cheese loaf yesterday, says Kelly. Soda bread style bread, not yeast, and I'm having a piece of it now. Oh, yummy. I like homemade bread. It doesn't like my hips, though. I am a bread hound, actually. I love bread. Good, I saw you in a first prize. Well done, Nicola, and congrats. Oh, thank you, Monique. Yes, it's been quite the day. I've been literally on a high all weekend. And then the unexpected trophy was even better. Working on quilting room still, and my hate Sal just putting in my first stitch. It was sunny day today and went away with the boat. Ah, sounds perfect. We've had a reasonable day today. We did have a shower in the middle of the day. It did rain, but not for long. And to be fair, I think that sort of made the day nice, didn't it? It kept temperatures from being too much. Has my stepdad seen it? He hasn't seen the trophy, but he knows about it because I knew last night. And I shared it with him today. But he was absolutely thrilled to bits for me. He really was. He knew the piece because obviously it's been sort of sat here for a while. And he said some really, really lovely things to me. He said, you know, I know that you do this because it helps to relax you and, you know, it helps you deal with things. And I've seen what you do and it's beautiful. And I was, you know, I was like, also really sweet comments that he made. Hey, Laurie. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Yes, it's been quite the day. Yeah. Did you get to take the trophy? Yes, the trophy is here. I will be showing it on my floss tube Tuesday because it's a little big. It's bigger than my head. So it's a little bit big to show. I have custody of it for the next year. Hey, Luella. Nicola, so happy for you. So what piece are you entering in next year? Great question, Luella. So I can enter 2 pieces in that category. So I figure I'm going to take advantage of that next year and enter 2. One of them I will get Black Cat and Butterflies that I did a couple of years back, the Gecko Rouge one. I shall get that one framed up and enter that one. And also, because it's a strong likelihood that it will get finished, I am looking also at one to rule them all as well, you know, the one ring, because that's only like 80,000 stitches. So I think when I finish the next closest to a finish, I might just leapfrog and get one to rule them all done. Hey, Siobhan. Yes, nearly sew and tell. Yeah, it gives a couple more minutes and we'll do sew and tell. I mean, the other one I thought of doing was Pandora, was getting Pandora finished, but Pandora's still at very early stages. And I don't think I would get it finished and framed in time because it's 246,000 stitches altogether. I think I've only done about 6,000 or 7,000 in. Abris isn't ready to be framed yet. I'm still degridding it slowly. So I haven't got Abris framed, and Envy is coming up halfway through. So again, it's a lot of stitches, plus then I'd have to get it framed. I'd have to work on Envy like I worked on She Sleeps to get it done and framed in time. So there's always a year after. I could put Abris and Envy in together. It's finding cool here. We might get rain. Thinking about having a cup of tea. Oh, cool. 70 Fahrenheit yesterday. For Enid, kids were complaining it was cold. I don't like it too warm. But I cope quite well with the warm weather. Okay. Andy, would you like to do a little jingle for me?
I can do a jingle.
I'll have a bit of show and tell, I think. See what you guys have been working on.
So gather round, it's your time to show every cross stitch, every row. So until your art will shine bright, join us now, it's the stitching delight. It's the time to show, and the world of needle, everything's divine. Story stitch by
About to go dark, dear. Sorry, dear, it's about to go dark. There we
Sorry, I
go.
don't need the light right now.
Okay, let me just zoom that out. Okay, let's have a little look at Sew and Tell, see what we've been busy working on. Where my tablet loads. I really do need a new tablet. Okay. Come on. Scroll down. Come on, where's the live stream thread? Ah, here we go. Right. Okie dokie. All comments. Okay, let's see what you guys have been working on. So we'll start with Kay, who I can't see who's in this evening, sadly. She must have her reasons, though, bless her. Come on. No, I don't want the keyboard.
The keyboard doesn't want you.
Oh, tablet's mucking about. Okay. So this is from Kay. Two Wolves by Pain Free Crafts. Artwork is Nadia Strokina. 25 count, easy count, even weave using CXC 1/1 full cross. 2,595 out of 177,288 stitches, or 1.46%. That's the other one I hadn't thought of for next year.
What?
My Nadia Strokina Sailing Fairy.
Do that one.
Oh, I might have to put it to the vote.
I feel a poll coming on.
I feel a poll coming on. Okay, and Kay has shared the mock-up. Two Wolves, Nadia Strokina. I believe this one is retired, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know that some of the Nadia Strokina charts were retired from Pain Free Crafts. Okay, Lizzie has been working on a new start, 623 stitches so far. A Sugar Plum Fairy from Mandy Manzano, Heaven and Earth Design. It starts on the 5th on 25 count easy guide. Full picture below if you make more progress, she says. I will put another picture up. That is Lizzie's start. Okay, and here is the mock-up. So there we go, Mandy Manzano. The skin looks very real on this, but it's like a animated style imagery, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a nice piece. Okay, Charlotte hopes to finish this one today. Fox and Rabbit, February 2025. She's already at 92.4% or 2,642 stitches done from 2,857. And Charlotte said earlier on in the chat she had just over 50 stitches to go. So fingers crossed we will be ringing that bell there for you, Charlotte. Okay, Viv is back to working on her main project. This is the Pale Elf from Chrisbug, charted by Thread Geeks. She'll get to over 40% this month. She's currently at 27,230 stitches out of 69,984. So yeah, it's looking awesome. Okay, and Viv has shared the mock-up. So there we go. And that is a lovely piece, and it's doing really, really well. Okay, Cheryl is still busy working on her Disney cross stitch, and she's getting close to the bottom on this section to complete to the bottom. Won't be long, Cheryl. Yeah, it's looking fab. Loving seeing all these characters come out. Tori is busy working on Boots and Flowers. Lars Stewart, Heaven and Earth Design. 28 count 1/1 full cross. She's been adding 500 stitches a day since the beginning of July and now has less than 15,000 to go. So yeah, those black boots are filling in beautifully. So the 500 stitches a day has been working out fabulously. And I know you're working on the Hate Cell now, so but yeah, it's looking gorgeous. And Tori has shared the mock-up so we can see what's left. Sunflowers, sunflower daffodil, and some other bits of detail for the boot. But yeah, looking awesome. Absolutely fabulous. Enid is busy crocheting on her autumnal throw whip. It's temporarily much cooler where she is, and it rained a little, so crochet cold. They're fabulous colours, Enid. Really, really nice. So yeah, always good to see different kinds of projects coming through on Sew and Tell. Okay, Jane is busy on her tap dancers or long dog sampler. She's trying to get the down pipe in on page 9 and 10 so the animals and icons that sit on it are in the right place to complete pages 5 and 6 above. A tad backwards, but trying to finish pages 5 and 6. So Jane's wanting to get this pipe in here so that the pages 5 and 6 make sense, which I can see. So yeah, and again, it's a lovely lot of colours in this one, and that's the beauty of these long dog samplers. I'm not creative enough to do lots of colours, but
you're not so bad.
Sharon is working on her moon gazing hair. Lisa Parker, Heaven and Earth Design, currently at 77.09%. So more than 3/4 of the way, I think we'll have a little bell. So it's looking absolutely fabulous. And, you know, we can see now we're getting some of the grass and greenery, and then the hair will be coming in as well. Oh, come on. The hair will then be coming in as well. There we go. Okay. I'm so excited to see the end in sight and so sick of working on it. Oh, bless you. Okay, so this is the moon gazing hair that Sharon is working on. It's a Lisa Parker Heaven and Earth design. Love it. So if you like blue, it's definitely a project for you. Celia is working on a Kincaid. This is Cobblestone Christmas, stitched in memory of a best friend who absolutely loved Christmas. So it's a fabulous start there, Celia. What, about 2,000 stitches in, something like that, near enough. Okay, and Celia has shared the mock-up. Look at that. That is lovely. It's not a Christmassy chart. You know, it doesn't scream Christmas, not like got Santa and reindeer and all the other stuff on it. It's just kind of gently Christmas, isn't it? Which is really nice. Kelly started a sale with Facebook group Slow Stitch Yogi. It's chart from Etsy at a reasonable price. Trying to put Pattern Keeper on my phone, or trying out Pattern Keeper on my phone. So far, so good. 330 stitches out of 21,815, or 1.51%. Cool. So I think we're going to have a tinkle there for a new start. Okay, and Kelly has took a screenshot off her phone. Okay, and there we go. So it's spooky season. Look at that, super cute. Silly will start the companion piece for her birthday next Friday. Oh, lovely. Part C is still stitching on the toy shop by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. 25 count 1/1 at 2.17%. So got a full aeroplane in there, Patsy. So it's coming along, and those robots I can't quite make out. Looks like there could be robots on the top shelf. Okay, and there is the, yes, they are robots. There's the mock-up. Very, very busy piece with lots going on. And again, one of them pieces that the more you look at it, the more stuff you see. Kathy says that her mother has been gone for 14 years, but purple irises were her favourite flower. Something in common with my mum. They were hers too. Those, she loved purple irises, and she also loved freesia. But my mum liked daffodils in the spring. I always think of my mum when I see daffodils. And here is the mock-up for Kathy's piece. Yeah, that just reminds me of Mum's garden. Okay, Andrea is on track to finish this by October the 2nd. This is her wedding sampler. 537 stitches out of 3,562 of 15.08%, milestone reached. Thank you, dear. and she has shared the mock-up. And it's from Nikki Patton on Etsy. So the same as the wedding sampler that I had. Just such unique stuff. Sometimes if it's something that's a little out of the ordinary, it has that impact, doesn't it? Okay, come on. Oh, sorry guys, Facebook's just decided to refresh itself. Let's try that again. Oh, Charlotte has a finish. Her Fox and Rabbit's done. Awesome stuff, Charlotte. Way to go. Top section is done. Wonderful stuff. Love to have a finish. Okay, let's go back to this stream thread. Because of Facebook doing a wonky. Go away, keyboard. I know want you. Okay, not much more to go on the W for winter for Hannah. She was hoping for a finish, but she hurt her shoulder. Looking good, it will not be long, Hannah. And to share it with us when it's all done. Oh, awesome stuff. And I hope whatever you've done, it isn't too serious. Katinka has finished the purple dessert cart and the box of macaroons on the Little Cake Shop by Amy Stewart. So closing in on the halfway mark, 49.87%. Awesome stuff. So there's the cart and there's a little box of macaroons down there. Absolutely fabulous, Katinka. Phenomenal. Monique is working on her Haid Sal, the Steampunk Portal, 80% now. Milestone reached on part 3. Part 4 is only about 2,000 stitches. Cool. It's looking wonderful. So nicely done. Ciro Marchetti. Always good. Okay, Stitch Needle, a new start, a pair of red breasts, Gecko Rouge. New start alert, and when I zoom in on the needle minder, you'll see the pattern. Hey, David. Cool. So, and that actually ends the sew and tell thread. So let me just check, make sure I don't have any brand new comments. Cool. Nope, that's it. So all good. Okay. Let me turn off the comments. Okay, we'll have a quick squiz on the group, see if there's anything else in there. Silly as Cobblestone Christmas. Oh look, oh look, there's my trophy. Woo. So obviously that's me. This here is the Lady Mayoress, and this is the Deputy Lady Mayoress. But you can see how big that trophy is, can't you? And these were both lovely ladies. This lady, she's tiny. Absolutely tiny. But yeah. And it did even already, I got it engraved with my name and everything. So there we go. Oh, those of you who like the Realm of Middle-earth map, Tilton Crafts did release a limited run of it. So if you are interested in doing the Realm of Middle-earth map, I don't know if they've still got any left, It might be worth checking out Tilton Crafts because she does release it again every once in a while. Okay, so back to stitching. So guys, thank you very, very much indeed. Those of you who contributed to Sew and Tell, absolutely awesome. Oh, thank you, Tori. Absolutely awesome. The variety of stuff that you guys are stitching is just, it's mind-blowing. It really is. It's lovely. So yeah, well done everybody. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, we have a tale to tell you about some sausages. We didn't quite know. We didn't quite know how to go to, you know, how to process what we'd heard. It was quite weird. So, have you guys ever heard about any sort of tradition to do with marriage and burying a sausage? As in literally burying a sausage in the ground. So, just for a little context, for those of you that are not in the United Kingdom, and you perhaps you do know about, you may know about this, you may not, but in United Kingdom, the term sausage is often used as a slang term for, shall we say, gentlemen's bits. And burying a sausage is a slang term for bonky bonky, shall we say. So when your boss tells you that she's going to come up north for her daughter's wedding, but before the wedding happens, she has to bury a sausage. Well, cue fits of very childish, very childish giggles. So I'm like, what are you talking about burying a sausage? So apparently it has been something that's been on TikTok, but I don't know.
And of course, TikTok is the font of all knowledge.
Yeah, but I don't know. And because I've not seen it on there, but apparently it's a German tradition that if you bury a raw sausage the night before you get married, it's something about appeasing some deity and you'll get good weather on the day of your wedding.
I mean, it's appeasing something.
And we are literally talking about taking a raw sausage, you know, like you would get out the fridge, digging a hole, chucking it in there and covering it up. And I'm like, what? I can't even. I can't even. So I said to her, what do you do after the wedding day with the sausage? Well, you don't do anything, you just leave it there. I went, yeah, but what happens if it gets dug up? Do we, you know, and the person who's digging it up doesn't realise that it's a sausage? Are they going to be ringing for CSI to come round or something? And I said, does it have to be a raw sausage or a cooked sausage? Well, apparently it has to be a raw sausage. And I said, well, why can't you just do like a tin of hot dog sausages and then dig it up a few days later? It's definitely a bit better for the environment, that. But we were just like, what the heck? Burying a raw sausage for sunshine. But honest to God, we were laughing. Of course, Andy and Lauren could only hear one part of the conversation, me going, what? What are you on about burying a sausage? They couldn't hear what Lisa was telling me about the context. All they could hear was what I was saying and were wondering if the connotation was burying the sausage in another way.
Gonna say, don't go there.
Yes, Enid, I agree. A waste of a perfectly good sausage. That's why I suggested a tin. You could always dig up a tin or a jar, couldn't you? So we were just like, for a day or so, we were just like giggling over this flipping sausage.
Burying a sausage.
Burying a sausage. I think someone was pulling the sausage with that one. Yes, indeed. Anyway, did it work? We had a shower of rain today.
No, it didn't work.
So-
I'm not doing that again.
But I'm like, she
So
says,
I said, clearly burying the sausage didn't work.
yes, it definitely didn't.
Burying a sausage.
It's a new one on us. Good job it wasn't a chipolata. Indeed, Gail. Oh my gosh, with the price of fresh produce, yes indeed. 3 colours done for Buckeye Stitcher, 16.76%. What a waste indeed, yes.
Well, I mean, if it works, then great. But if it doesn't, then you just look at
Now we all know when you get married, you've got some in old, some in new, some in borrowed, some in blue. And then the bride had the silver sixpence in a shoe, which is a lesser known one. But I've never heard about this burying a bloody sausage.
Well, it's German, you said.
Apparently so. Well,
And the Germans do have weird ideas.
one of my friends,
Apologies to any Germans in the chat.
one of my friends said that one of her friends did it, and they were about, they started digging a hole, and there were already a load of sausages buried there. And I'm like, crikey, where are you digging this hole? Are you doing it in one of the flower beds in town centre or something outside the register office?
You're supposed to do it in your own back garden.
You're supposed to do it in your own back garden. Exactly. And honest to God, I've never heard anything like it. I was howling, I was laughing my head off. And of course, you know, when you get people with childish minds like me, and all
You
these
haven't got
kind of,
childish.
oh, I have, all these connotations about sausages. My God. I've never known anything like it. I really haven't. I knew I forgot something on my wedding day. Never heard of that. And my family is 100% German. Yeah, no, I'd never heard of it either. And I thought I knew quite a lot about these kind of things, but
Clearly
not.
not everything.
Hey, Niska. Hola. I need to put that into Google Translate because I have no idea. Copy. I have no clue there what you said, bless you, but I'm just going to go whiz over to Google Translate and take a look. Okay, let's just get rid of that. There we go. Okay.
What are you cooking?
Mugshot?
I don't know.
Cause clever. Google Translate.
What language is it from?
I'm not sure. I'm using auto detect. Spanish, I think. Hello, good afternoon. Congratulations on all your videos. I really like them, and even more when you put the audio track in Spanish. Thank you for everything. Ah, you're very welcome.
Well, it's YouTube that does that. It'll dub it automatically into Spanish.
Yeah. Well, only because I tell it to. Because I allow it to. Hang on, I got something else and I'm going to reply in Spanish. Could you please put it in this one? Thank you very much. English to Spanish. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, right. I am going to put this reply in the chat for the attention of that our lovely commenter. Oh, goodness. Okay, and okay, so for Anuska, oh, Anuska. There we go. I think it was the Golden Girls where had the expression "hide the sausage." Talking about food. Yeah, the videos automatically do change them, don't they, David? And she does appreciate they're in Spanish. Yeah. So what I've just said there is that I will, have a look at the settings, but YouTube do auto translate the videos. And she says, thank you very much. You're very welcome. De nada. I think that's the right word. Can you tell I didn't do Spanish in school? Well, I did, but just not for very long. I think sausage was in Grumpy Men as well. Oh, probably, Betty. But oh my goodness, we were just laughing. I said to my friend who I work with, I says, I'm going to, normally when I go into office, I take her some chocolate or some cheesecake or something. I might just take her a packet of sausages this time. See what she does. So she copes with a packet of Richmond's, Andy, yeah?
Mm.
Is that there? Or is it there? It's there. Okay. Right, that's me for tonight. Probably won't be around next week, says Viv. I'm away for a few days visiting. My besties. No worries at all, Viv. Lovely to see you. Of course, if you can make it in, great. If not, the replay will always be there. Betty sausage. I wouldn't trust translate or text on film. I saw a picture of two girls in Regency dress talking in a carriage, and the text said, "Do you like my hamster?" What the girl actually said was, "Do you think he's handsome?" That is definitely a case of terrible automatic translations. That's why definitely with some of them you need a human to do translations and the text speak. What they call it, subtitles. Okay. Right, where's the stitch going? It's going in here. I think Google Translate's fairly good though. And it's really, really nice as well that I do get international people watching this channel and non-native English speakers. You try to imagine me in Spanish. Oh my goodness, Spanish with a Yorkshire accent. I'm not sure if they kept pet hamsters in Regency times. I'm not sure they would have done either, Lizzie. It's not something that I would say would particularly ring a bell. I think keeping pets like hamsters is a relatively modern thing, isn't it? You okay over there, dear?
Yeah.
What flavour mugshot have you got, chicken? Oh, she's got headphones on. You can't hear me. No, they just kept muffs. What did they keep in the muff scale? Did they add the sausages in there?
Will you gear about the sausages?
Oh, it's funny though. It really is funny.
I'm not saying it's not, but just, you know, everything has a shelf life.
It's hilarious, the thing about sausages. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't even. Oh my gosh, I've even been posted on the Rotherham Mayor's page, Facebook page.
Have you?
Yeah, Hannah's just tagged me in it.
Good old Hannah to find stuff like that. Hannah's good at that. Hannah even texted me about something that was happening on a road that was nowhere near here on Friday, just in case I was using it coming back on Saturday.
Ah, bless her.
Because Hannah clearly pays attention to where I go.
Andy may get this. Helga was not sure if Air Flick had a knock first in his pocket or if he was just happy to see her.
Yes, I do get it.
Hello, hello. That was a right comedy series, that. But we're doing it again. We're talking about food, aren't we?
I'm beginning to think there's a trend here.
Yeah, Hello, hello was a right series, though. I always thought it was funny. But again, it's one of them series you won't get away with these days.
You wouldn't get away with a lot these days.
Nope.
Because somebody out there would be offended.
Absolutely. And I get it. Some things are, not PC anymore, and I get that. But literally everything is not PC anymore, is it? The days of a good laugh are over and done with. There's so many series now that you wouldn't get away with. Hey, Maddie's just reached 5,000 stitches. Something had gone wrong with your... Oh.
Something gone wrong? Not to my knowledge.
Sorry, it's a message that's just now been retracted. I got halfway through reading it. Yeah. So tomorrow starts a new Stitchy week. And tomorrow's Stitch With Me project will be a stitching shelf. Cosmic Marbles is going to get a spin this week as well. And then my mind is struggling to remember. I think it might be Lord of the Rings stained glass, which has been a while. Yes, and then Stitching Shelf, Cosmic Marbles, Lord of the Rings stained glass, and then it's Tower Bridge next Sunday.
Tower Bridge.
Yep. Quite looking forward to this week. I like it when Stitch and Shelf comes out because you don't get to work on it a lot these days. Something had gone wrong with my dad's phone and he rang me to test it, and I said in a French tone, the fox has entered the hen house. Repeat, the fox has entered the hen house. Oh, David's had a new start. Nostalgic Tarot from Witchy Stitcher. Oh, cool. There is every reason to have a new start, Sunday being one of them.
I agree.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh, my days. Yeah, I'm all right. Just wondering how come always when I'm watching YouTube, I always seem to be well behind. You know, when I've got the live up, it tends to be a bit laggy for me. I don't know why. I'm so ill. I had a new start to cheer me up. Chose a corner with lots of pinks and reds. I don't get to work with these colours often. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
This village I'm researching here has a chippy called Oh My Cod.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's brilliant. Have you found the one that's with the Codfather in it yet?
I've seen a few with the Codfather.
And then there's In Cod We Trust.
Oh yeah. And the best one ever, Assault and Battery.
Yeah. The one that used to be at Wingfield Shops was called In Cod We Trust. Used to amuse my mum greatly. Alright. Oh, no, that one. Talking about fish and chip shop names. Yep. There's a few funny ones knocking about.
We're doing it again. We're talking about food.
Well, yeah, we've already had sausages this evening.
Well, you can get sausages in a chippy. Don't tell Hannah.
Get battered ones and all.
Don't tell Hannah you can get sausages in a chippy, for God's sake.
Oh, I think Hannah is fully aware about the presence of sausages in a chippy.
It's got to be a big sausage.
Yep, Hannah likes the big sausage. There's one called Assault and Battery. That's my winner, hands down. Yes, there is. Cod Almighty, that's another one I've seen. In Cod We Trust.
The Codfather.
The Codfather. What else have we seen, Andy? There's quite a few.
I've seen no end. No end. I can't think of them of them all, but just this village I'm researching now has one called Oh My God, which is quite funny.
It is. I think there's one called A Good Place when I was a child. Yeah.
Oh.
The Place to Be, that's another one.
Nikki, you like Carl's Place?
Oh, yeah. We've got a local one called Carl's Place.
And it's crap.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know if you've not been in it, but I have.
I trust your judgment. Andy's not a fan.
No, I don't like it. Fish were too greasy for me.
If my family get me two new starts, I'll be buzzing for October. Oh, what are you thinking of, Maddie? The mayor didn't put up all the pictures of all the winners in the tents, just some of them.
Oh.
So there you go. I must be special. It was that brightly coloured top I had on. That were it.
What's that?
Yeah. So what else me and Andy did as well? We actually went and the girls went off and went and looked at stalls and things, and Andy and I went and got a drink, and we sat on a bench and we people watched, and it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just didn't move our asses for a bit, but you know.
Yeah.
That's not a problem, I don't think. I don't think it is.
Nope. It was nice and relaxing. Oh, crikey. Nice and relaxing. The only problem is that we were pretty close to the fun fair, which was going doom, 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 doom music.
Like it does.
Yeah,
It does.
I think it does go in your brain, but... And then we found a couple of reprobates who wanted a burger.
Now, I wonder who they might have been.
Saying we found a couple of reprobates at Rotherham Show that wanted a burger.
Wonder who they might have been.
They were lovely burgers.
Not about the burgers, I'm on about the people who wanted them.
I'm on about the burgers.
They're reprobates, I'll tell you. I got this, Mum. Do you think you could buy me a burger?
Yeah, not cheap either.
Worth it.
Yeah, but you don't expect them to be cheap at these kind of shows. If they're cheap, they're made of bloody sawdust.
They were bloody lovely.
You would say that.
They were doing hot dogs for £4. Burgers were a £5.
Your burgers are the
Best.
best.
I haddock enough. No, I will try and think of something better than that. I shall give my muscles a rest and tune in my mind and school my thoughts, which are krilling me at the moment. Very good, Lizzie.
Oh my god.
Well, I wish you the best with that. Oh my goodness. I think I might have to have some headache tablets before I go to bed.
Oh, you struggling with something? What's that
Well,
all
it's
about?
been there all day, but it's now starting to get a bit more so. I think I need take some headache tablets, I reckon. Stop it getting any more. All right, this needle of thread and all. You know, one of them days where your needle just won't thread.
I can't say I know what that feels like, but yeah.
You turn the needle and it still won't thread because you think it's got a burr. But no, it still won't thread. And then you turn it back again and it's like trying to put a USB in. And then you try and turn it over again and start to try and thread it again and it still won't thread. Annoying.
I'll say.
That's exactly what you're doing now, Patsy. Sweetheart, when you get up, would you mind passing me a couple of paracetamol, please?
Yeah, I can, yeah, but it won't be immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I take it you've got something to take.
Well, you've still got my tea here.
Cool.
This is where Andy goes, ooh, but your tea is cold. I don't care. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you actually can't see where I'm stitching. There we go.
Oh yeah, so make it willows.
That along a bit more. There we go. I hear you having a good old chunter over there, my dear.
Yeah, just because I'm trying to work out what the hell I've marked on this map. I can't work out what it is.
Oh, what have you done?
I don't know. It's not a chapel because that's further along the road. So what have I marked? Okay. I may just plan this bloody route and I can't remember what I've marked on the map.
Sod's law.
On the corner of this street here. School, is it? Old school. I think it's an old school.
Right. A fair bit of confetti in this one. Went swimming with my grandson on Saturday morning to watch him have his swimming lesson and got a water bubble in my ear. It's been buzzing for 2 days and it's driving me nuts. Oh, heck. I hate that. Was it last Monday that we ended up with taking Dennis to Doctor's Tuesday this week? Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, right. speaking of ears,
Here.
you guys will remember that my stepdad was not well with his ears back in February, and we thought he'd had a stroke, or it was given symptoms of a stroke. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, this is another amazing story.
Oh yeah, this is another amazing story of this week, which is probably explains why I've got a headache, because I've got much stress this week. It's been balmy.
Yeah, but it's not so bad now.
So Monday evening, my stepdad rings. He's not very well. He's got all the symptoms again. Dizziness, unable to stand up, very off kilter, off balance. And I said to him, right, phone the doctors and get an appointment. Tell them it's the same as what you had before and you need to see somebody urgently. So I asked him to ring him up, and then he rang me back and he rang back and he said to Andy, because I was still working, they've got an appointment tomorrow. Was it on the following day?
Yeah, they said they had. They said they had.
So they had an appointment the following day, and Dennis had said to him, I need to sort out if I can get transport at that time. I'll ring you back. Anyway, he rang here and Andy said, yeah, no problem. Get that appointment booked. So Dennis rang them back, and in the less than 5 minutes, the appointment had gone. And they said to him, well, we can't make you an appointment. Phone back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Well, I went nuts. I went nuts for two reasons. First of all, they should have booked him in the appointment and said, if you don't need it, ring us back. And, you know, she just suggested that to him. And secondly, he's an 80-odd-year-old man, which we're trying to keep out of hospital. So I said to Andy, I said, right, what's the number for that doctor's? I'm ringing them.
You don't get on the wrong side of Nikki.
No, you don't. Now, I absolutely get it. Doctors and doctors' receptionists have a job to do. They can't magic appointments out of thin air. But I was not a happy bunny.
To say the least.
So I rang up and I said, right, I'm ringing on behalf. I'm going to put my cards on the table straight away. I'm ringing on behalf of my stepdad, who's just phoned up to try and book in an appointment. He said he'd phone back to confirm he could get transport.
Lauren, that's annoying. Can you stop it, please?
And the appointment's gone. And he's been told to phone up tomorrow. I am really not very happy. It's an 80-odd-year-old man. We're trying to keep him out of hospital. I said, are you serious that, you know, in less than 5 minutes that appointment's gone? She says, well, yeah, they do go quickly. I went, yeah, but what happens in the morning if he rings up and they say, well, there's no appointments left? This isn't on, you know, he's in his 80s. We know what it is. We just need really a doctor to confirm and a prescription and send him on his way. It's that simple.
You just wanted a repeat of his medics, didn't you?
Yeah. So she said, hang on a minute. Let me check and see if there's any hub appointments. And I'm thinking, what the chuff do they mean, hub appointments? So it turns out that this doctor's practice is so big that they run hubs in other practices as well. I'm like, right, okay. Have you got any appointments for tomorrow? Yes, we can do one at 9 a.m. tomorrow at this place called Stag, which is not terribly far. And I says, right, we'll take it. You know, put him in for it. So we rang him back and we said, Andy will be there to collect you at about 8:15. You've got a doctor's appointment at 9. Hannah will be coming up after work tonight, which is a tale I'm not even going to get into. Hannah will be coming up after work tonight, and, you know, Andy will then take you to the doctor.
Yes, the tale about Hannah, that is a whole different side story.
Yeah, so we're not getting into that. So, So, the following day, Andy went across and collected Dennis and took him to the doctors. And Dennis has gone into the doctor and said, I've got an ear infection back again. It's knocked me off balance. I'm all out of kilter. I just need some antibiotics and send me on my way.
Yeah, basically a repeat of what he'd been having before.
What have, what's been happening? Well, I've had this ear infection. I've been in and out of hospital with it. They've given me these tablets. I've run out, blah, blah, blah. Right, okay. She looked in his ear and said, you do not have an ear infection.
And your ear doesn't need syringing either.
You do not have any earwax. Your ears are perfect.
This is despite the hospital telling him that he may have to have his ears syringed.
Yes, the hospital had said it was an infection. He needed to sort out getting his ears syringed and all the rest of it. So it turns out also that the medication that the hospital had given him to prevent his dizziness, they had written up the prescription for double the dose that he should have been taking had he been diagnosed correctly.
Which he hadn't.
So not only had he been diagnosed incorrectly, he was incorrectly prescribed medication and taking twice what he needed to take unknowingly. And it turns out that what he actually has got is Meniere's disease, which is it's a balance disorder of the inner ear. It's nothing to do with infection, and it's nothing to do with earwax. So, I mean, obviously he's been today and he's been champion today, but, doctors in the hospital had apparently checked his ears and said he'd got a build-up of wax. Which he hadn't. And an infection. Which he hadn't. Similar to vertigo, Lizzie. So not a million miles away. Presents pretty much the same. So poor old Dennis has been on twice the meds that he should have been for something that he doesn't actually have. And these are meant to be... Hospital did a CT scan and everything and insisted that he had an infection. And Andy rung me up to tell me all of this, and he said, I have to tell you, he says, this doctor, she was the best doctor I've ever seen in my life, either for myself or somebody else. She was absolutely amazing. But, poor lad. I mean, he can't cop a break. He's in his 80s. He's either got gallbladder trouble, heart trouble. He had pneumonia at one bit. Or he's got this ear trouble. But, I was so mad with that receptionist. Why on earth you didn't just book him in for the appointment and said, Mr. Stockbridge, if you don't need it, phone us back. I will never know. Because it was obvious to anybody that was speaking to Dennis that he was unwell and he needed to be seen. Yeah, Patsy, it is. It's a good job that he's got me, to advocate for him and Andy to take him places that he needs. Otherwise he would be, he'd been stuck really. But it's just terrible, really. I mean, when you think about it. C'est la vie, that's the NHS. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I want you to sign language in about sausages.
I'm telling her to get her glasses on. Because I'm sure you're sick of telling her.
Yeah, glasses, kid.
Get him on.
Shut up, you.
You tell me to shut up.
Just did. What are you going to do about it?
What would you like to know?
It's not what he's going to do about it. You should be worrying about, kid. It's what I'll do about it. He also has Hannah. Yes, he does. I mean, and Hannah, to be fair, is very good. And she does go up there and spend time with him. And, you know, we spend a lot more time with him. Dennis has got 2 children of his own, and we spend more time with him than they do. Now, Sarah's a single parent, lives not far away, but, you know, single parent. David lives quite a distance away, so he's not, you know, as available. But yeah, I mean, Hannah does spend a good chunk of time with him, and I can't grumble about that, you know. And he does appreciate her. They fight like cat and dog, like an old married couple. You know, granddad and granddaughter, because she's quite bossy. Yeah, it's just been an odyssey for him. I mean, just, you know, imagine thinking that you've got one thing to be turned around, it's nothing like you thought. But the Meniere's disease will explain why he's felt so crap, why he's felt so rubbish. So no spiders tonight, by the way, guys. You'll be happy to hear. No Andy freaking. Lauren did freak out though last night. She saw an attic spider. But yeah, no scuttlers across the board. The glass is still being yeeted out onto the garden. It's not been retrieved yet, but it will. Hannah was like, everybody pack up your most precious belongings, give it 5 minutes, and then I will be around to flamethrower the house. Okay. Spider's probably set up home in it now, probably. Yeah, I can't believe we just yeeted the whole glass across the garden. Neighbours must have wondered what on earth was going on.
You about me chucking the glass?
I am. You need to retrieve it.
I didn't just chuck it. I went, whooah!
Yeah, like I said, you yeeted it across, didn't you?
Yeet.
Ah. If chucking a glass was an Olympic sport, you'd have had a gold medal. Spiders probably set up home in it now because those spiders, big spiders, don't normally spin webs, they actively hunt. Yeah, they do.
You missed.
I know. No.
Should be glad they don't live in Australia. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Definitely glad there's no Australian living here. Flipping fly knocking about now. I had one run across the kitchen floor, just left it right under the washing machine. Yep. It don't bother me. Not fussed at all. Everybody else is.
You should be. Go.
Show them back, mister.
Go on, get a bed. You got to go to college tomorrow. You're part timer.
Woohoo! Lauren's in college tomorrow.
2 days
Woo.
a bloody week.
Well, actually, technically, like 2.5.
Oh, we've got up to 2.5. Hey up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my actual timetable now.
So okay, so fill me in then. What is it? Monday, Tuesday, and part of
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, till about 11:30, 12ish.
You're still a part timer. Go on.
Oh yeah, no, and I don't care.
You still get Thursdays and Fridays in bed.
Yep.
Lazy git. And you get Saturdays and Sundays in bed and all.
There we go.
Well, I think Lauren needs to look for a little job. I thought Andy was good with spiders until I heard him doing all that squeaking, lifting that spider. Yeah.
He's
I
a big
do not
girly wolf.
squeak.
Yeah.
I don't squeak.
You did squeak on Wednesday, Andy.
I did not
Girly
squeak.
wolves.
I did not squeak.
Good night, Beans.
That is a scandalous accusation that I squeak.
40 people watching on YouTube say otherwise.
40 people watching on YouTube may be wrong.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because I don't squeak.
No, you just like, ah. Looking forward to replay that. Yes, definitely. It was funny. Patsy says, Andy, you were squeaking.
Was I?
I have many years, but it wasn't properly diagnosed for years until I seen a doctor that was familiar with it. I've lost some hearing because of it. I feel bad for your stepdad. It's not pleasant. No, it's not. Not for him at all. And given his age and things as well, you know, it makes things even worse, really, in my opinion. Hey, Coco. Oh, yes, you need to watch the replay. We have been talking about Wednesday stream. If you didn't watch that, there was a spider in the house. Also, we had a finish. And tonight, we have been talking about burying sausages, my win of a trophy, and reliving... What trophy?
What
That
trophy?
trophy.
I don't think you mentioned a trophy, did you?
No, didn't mention a trophy. Andy, have you seen my trophy?
Uh-huh.
My win of a trophy and reliving Andy's antics with said spider. So,
I'll give you antics.
yes, Patsy, agree. At least he is on the right meds now. But what a road to get there, eh? Unless you were meaning Andy, because Andy, after the spider, could probably have done with some meds.
What? Then to stop you crapping yourself?
No, the ones that just calm you down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The ones that stop you crapping yourself.
You could have done with some of my that stuff I have for my anxiety. Oh, my days. How many stitches? Just short of 300 so far.
I will be upstairs.
Okay, my love.
I will see you very shortly.
I started this stream at 890 and I'm up to 1158. So that is 270 nearly. It will be when I've done these next couple. So yeah, 270, that sounds about right. Okay, so that is this evening's shenanigans. So thank you very much indeed, those of you who have joined. Wednesday we will do this all again. Witchy Cat will be the focus for Wednesday now, because it is now my new focus for a finish. So Witchy Cat will get those extra, all important extra stitches. So thank you very much indeed for taking the time to watch. Thank you for the thumbs up, and like Patsy says there, please do not forget to thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the week. My floss tube will have all of the show news in it as well, and show you everything, my certificate and stuff. And yeah, we will we'll be back again in the week. So yeah, take care everybody. Happy stitching. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.